So now let's talk about housing. Here at the University of Rochester, we have two main areas where first years live. One of them is the first year quad, where I live in Tiernan Hall. We have dorms such as Tiernan, Hoeing, and Gilbert, all three dorms for first years. On the other side of campus, we have another area where first years live, dorms such as Susan B. Anthony and Genesee Halls. Genesee is the newest dorm we have here on campus that I'll show to you in a second. And for sophomores, juniors, and seniors, we have other opportunities for housing such as living off campus, living in apartments off campus, living on campus, living on the fraternity dorms, and also potentially renting a house or an apartment off campus. I know I'm throwing a lot at you right now, but in a second it'll all make more sense as I'll walk you through the dorms, walk you through some of the rooms in the dorms, to show you around what housing looks like here at the University of Rochester. So just to give you a general idea what first year housing looks like, this is our first year quad. So over here we have my dorm, Tiernan. Right over there we have Lovejoy, another dorm which is not for first years, but for sophomores. But then over here we have Hoeing and Gilbert, also both dorms for first years. Great thing about this quad is actually when it does get warm here at Rochester, these are some great social space and also study space when people get to hang out outside, lie in the grass, and just enjoy the weather at Rochester when it does get warm. So right now I'm inside Tiernan in the dorm that I live in, inside the first year quad. So let me just take you through this and show you what it looks like. These are some of the hallways, singles and doubles, as well as triples all around. Let me just walk you into my room. So this is what my room looks like. So I actually live in a triple in Tiernan, and this is because I asked to be in a triple. Essentially, I said that it would be okay if I was placed in a triple, but if you do apply, you don't have to be in a triple because there are also doubles and sometimes singles for freshmen as well. So yeah, this is what a triple looks like in Tiernan Hall. Pretty much all the necessities you need for a dorm room. And in a bit, I'll show you what doubles and singles look like in other dorms as well. So one thing I absolutely love about your housing is that every single dorm is equipped with some sort of study or social space. So in the dorm I live in, Tiernan, a first year dorm, we have a lot of lounges and conference halls where people can do homework or just hang out. So for example, this is a Tiernan conference room area where it is personally my favorite place to study, especially before exams because there's not too many people here and it's literally 10 seconds away from my dorm room and people are always studying. It's 9 a.m. currently. You can see that there are always people studying, which is great because once in a while I have trouble doing something and I can always ask for help, the people that are around. This is an example of what lounges look like in most dorms. So for example, there's a lot of things in here. Mostly this is used as a social space, but besides that, it is also a great place to study. This is why I love your housing because every single dorm essentially has a similar lounge on pretty much every single floor. So right over here is where we have two of our other first year residence halls. So over here we have Susan B. Anthony, right next to UHS, or University of Rochester Health Service, and also the counseling service inside. This is Susan B. Anthony. And over here we have a newly built dorm called Genesee, another amazing first year residence hall. So I'll be walking into Susan B. Anthony in a second to show you what it looks like from the inside. And later on, walking to Genesee to show you what it looks like there as well. So currently I'm on the first floor of Susan B. Anthony, the first year residence hall. So let me just walk around and show you what it looks like. So a great benefit of this dorm specifically is that it has two things on the first floor, which is the Hill Market right over there, which has a bunch of snacks there, and this door is open up until past midnight. I believe until 3 a.m. on weekends, so I'll set my door over here. And it has its own dining hall on the first floor as well, right over here. One of our three main dining halls, Danforth Dining Hall, over here. So right now, one of the floors of Susan B. Anthony Hall, this is what the hallway looks like. So you can see we have two different lounges on both sides. And since SUB is one of the biggest first year residents, we have 4 different wings over here, full of doubles, singles, and triples. So let me walk into one of the rooms to show you what it looks like. So this is what a double looks like in Susan B. Anthony Hall. So this is what Genesee looks like up close. And another great thing about Genesee Hall is that on the first floor they have their own tutoring service right over there. So for example, I go inside a lot just to get help with math homework and stuff like that right there in the tutoring zone. And they also have locker rooms for varsity sports inside the first floor of Genesee Hall, as they're right next to all the athletic facilities. So this is what the inside of Genesee looks like. As I was saying, we have varsity locker rooms on this side. Then we have our tutoring session right over there, tutoring zone. So let me just walk up to show you what other places in Genesee look like. As you can see, we have lounges right over there, and then some classes in here as well. So I'll be walking up to show you what the rooms look like in Genesee Hall. Okay, so this is just to show you what a single looks like in Genesee Hall, over here. And in this room specifically, there's an own bathroom. Great privilege in this room. So yeah, single Genesee Hall.